my name is Zbricks, and welcome to Season 2 of the Zbricks Show. My name is Zach, I'll be your host, and today my special guest is Avohkii. So, on this show, I interview a bunch of different people in the LEGO online community, whether it's through YouTube or Instagram or anything, any online platform. So last year we had a bunch of fun guests, and we talked about a lot of fun things, and this year I wanted to have fun with Season 2. So, what I'll do is we'll start out with some starter questions, and then we'll head into some little bunny trails and see wherever it takes us. So, Avohkii, do you want to talk a little bit about your channel?
Yeah, sure. So, I've been doing YouTube for going on 5 years now, I think, and I used to do some different stuff, reviews on different LEGO sets and stuff like that, but more recently, in the last couple of years, I've been building a lot of different mocks and just different things like Stranger Things, more recently Mario, and I'm starting to do a lot of Harry Potter stuff.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. So, I'll have his channel linked in the description. I guess I could have your Instagram too, or if you have any other social media, I'll link them there for everyone to see. So make sure and go check him out. So, let's see. When did you start building with LEGO?
Oh boy, let's see. I don't know, probably like around 4 or 5. I believe it was actually originally Bionicle that I built with. Maybe it was System, I'm not sure, but 4 or 5 probably.
That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't start until, I was older than that. I must have been much older. Probably like 1st or 2nd grade. So that would have been like 6 or 7. But, that's a funny story how I started, but, it's a long story. So, you already said that you started off YouTube about 5 years ago. That's a long time. That's, quite an accomplishment. So,
if you look at it, it says that it started in 2014, I believe, but I didn't really post for like a year or so I'd say 5.
Yeah, that's pretty cool anyways. Yeah, man, I've been on...
Yeah.
I hit my 3-year anniversary, must have been a few months ago. It's before the whole YouTube apocalypse happened, and I kind of took a step back. But with all this stuff going on, I figured I don't have to really post LEGO reviews as much anymore. I can do the podcast now, and that can be labeled as made for adults and not just made for kids. So instead of just LEGO. So I figured that would be a good place to go with this channel. But, yeah, that's awesome. So, 5 years on YouTube, that's a long time. So you've seen YouTube go through a lot of change, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, apocalypse, all of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the LEGO community, it's gotten bigger, definitely.
Yeah, it's...
And the T-Fall community, that's gotten, like, way bigger in the last couple of years, just, yeah.
Yeah, I've grown up watching, the LEGO community YouTubers and stuff, and I remember when it was just a few people, but I've really seen, ever since I've kind of been invited into the community, I've seen a whole bunch of people join in, and I've seen far reaches of the community I didn't even know existed before. So, it's a really great community. There's always going to be a group for you in the LEGO community. Because there are people interested in every theme, every genre. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, you said that you liked building the LEGO Stranger Things mocks. I've seen a few of those, and they're really good. Yeah, I think that mock building is something I enjoy doing. But I look at, like, you, Jackhammer, TD Bricks, I look at your mocks, and I'm like, wow. That's really cool. So, that's pretty great.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, are there any themes that you're most interested in LEGO?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'd say if Stranger Things is a theme, that would be my favorite, but I can't really count just one set as a theme.
Yeah.
So I'd probably have to go with Harry Potter or Star Wars. Those are just the best, and the new wave of Harry Potter sets is probably the best that they've had so far.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of great stuff with the Harry Potter over the past few years. I think that, I remember, like, I think the first podcast I had ever. Back in 2018, probably August of 2018. That was when that first wave of Harry Potter sets was just revealed. So I had, that's what we talked about on that episode. So that's kind of a fun nod to that we're talking about that now. But I've seen the Harry Potter sets, and they're really great. I've seen really great improvement over the years in set design too, with all of that. And I think that designers are putting a lot of good effort into that stuff to make it, like, just as wholesome of a set as it can be. I've seen phenomenal work.
I was actually noticing that if you look at some of the new Ninjago sets as well, like, I don't know if it's just me, but their building techniques, what they're using, like, they're using snot techniques for the rock work, which, I don't know, I haven't seen that before, maybe I'm just misremembering, but yeah, Lego designers are improving, I think, definitely.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of I heard someone say it. Maybe I read it in a review of something. I think it was on like probably Brothers Brick or something. But it was they've noticed recently that the designers for Lego sets are using a lot more of kind of like mock building techniques, as we would call them.
I've noticed that.
And I think that I actually have this here with me. I just finished building the Upside Down yesterday. Speaking of the Stranger Things stuff.
I was rebuilding that today. After
Yeah.
my cat knocked it off the table, I just was rebuilding it.
Yeah, this is such a great set, but just building it, the techniques are so great here. It's really magnificent to see how far Lego's come over the years. And
Yeah, it is.
I think that the Harry Potter sets, and like you said, the Ninjago sets too, I think that they're a really great showcase of those techniques that they can use. Where it's not just brick building. They're using all sorts of techniques now. And I think it's great. But
Yup, it's pretty awesome.
But yeah, that's really awesome. So you said you liked the Harry Potter stuff, the Stranger Things stuff. Do you think they're going to be coming out with any more Stranger Things sets anytime soon?
Well, last year I believe the Stranger Things set was released May last year, and
Yeah.
I know some people are thinking we get another one this May, but obviously that's not happening. So I think I do think we are going to get one, but I don't think it will be for a while, closer to the release of season 4, because it won't really make sense for Lego to release a Stranger Things set just long enough after season 3 that no one's really talking about season 3 anymore, and
Yeah.
not close enough to season 4 that there's no hype. So I don't know when season 4 is coming out, because it got delayed and all that stuff, so filming and all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm willing to bet there will be one. Hawkins Lab, Starcourt, one of those. Maybe something else. I don't know. Closer to the release of season 4, probably about a month or two, like before, like we saw with the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, I've because this one, the Upside Down, I believe it came out not to like coincide with, but because didn't season 3 air on July 4th?
Yes.
Okay, so it was about a month, maybe a month and a half before. Yeah, I'm thinking that I was thinking about set ideas, and I was like, I would think they would want to stick with the same theme as this one, but as far as a Hawkins Lab or a Starcourt go, I was like, I wasn't really sure how much that would fit with this theme, without spoiling anything. Yeah, because it's like, I actually didn't watch the show until a little bit before I built this, but spoiler alert, the Upside Down, you don't see the Upside Down buyer's house very much, and I was kind of surprised, because I was like, yeah, it's a really good set design, but I don't see where all they can go with this set design, if they want to continue with this. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Like continue with the one thing in Upside Down, one thing in the normal world.
Yeah, like the mirrored image kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know what others they could do. I know Castle Buyers was one of the main ones I did do a mock of. That's one that they could do, but that's not really that big. It's just a little
Yeah.
mock. I'm not sure. It'd be awesome if they wanted to do a full theme of Stranger Things sets.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll end up getting another $200 D2C.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be within a year. I don't think it's gonna be for another 6 months or so, but I think it'll be within a year. We'll get another one. Maybe this time next year, depending on when Stranger Things 4 comes out. But I'm definitely excited to see what it could be. And I've been rewatching old Stranger Things mock videos and stuff, and it's really interesting to think of what they could build. I think a Star Court would be awesome. But
I don't know, dude. I want a Star Court. Like, I don't even care if it's $400. I will buy it. Like,
yeah.
I want to play all that stuff. So.
Yeah. But I think that's awesome. And I mean, there's very little about Stranger Things that didn't come in this set, and it makes me think that they'll make another one. Like, we still need a Nancy, we need a Steve, we need a Jonathan.
Steve.
Yeah,
I want Steve.
we definitely need more characters. And I feel like Lego, like, yeah, sometimes they don't make everything we like, but they're not going to leave us hanging. They know what we want. So, they'll make, I mean, they made the 501st Battle Pack. So, are there any other themes other than, like, Stranger Things and Harry Potter that you like or you buy from Lego?
Yeah, for sure. I've been a huge Star Wars fan pretty much all my life, so Star Wars is probably the other main one, and Marvel too, I guess. Definitely Marvel, so both of those are great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the Star Wars stuff, I've been waiting to see the summer images, but I don't know. I'm a little bit confused by the messages I'm getting about what sets there's going to be. I'm still waiting to see images, though, before I make any judgments.
I've heard, I don't know, I've heard very little about that, so, like, are any of them Clone Wars, or, I don't know.
Yeah. I know we got pictures of the AT-AT the other day, and that looks good.
Oh, yeah, that looks great.
Yeah,
Like,
it looks awesome. And I think the General Veers is one of the best Star Wars minifigures I've seen in a long time. But I think that $160, if that's even the price, it could be $20 less for all we know. But I think it's a little bit much for what it is. So I probably won't be getting it. But I think it's still a good set nonetheless.
Yeah, that's how the Star Wars sets are. They're always really good sets, but they're always like, a little overpriced, $20-$30. I still hopefully will be getting it later this year though.
Yeah.
I just never had AT-AT.
Yeah, it's great. It looks awesome. And then there were a few others that just released. We have the helmets, which were the first 18 plus sets. That's cool that Lego's starting off with that.
Plus.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you asked me something. But yeah, they're the first 18 plus sets that come out. So I think that's pretty awesome. That we'll be venturing more into, I don't know if there'll be more adult themes like with Stranger Things, but I'm hoping that this means we can get, like we mentioned before, more complex building techniques, and the designers will take that leap of faith into making more complicated, mock-like sets. But we'll just have to see.
Yeah, that'd be good to see. It is crazy seeing a Lego box with 18 plus on it. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of weird, but like it's good that they're branching out and doing that.
Yeah, and I think the helmets look good too. I don't know if they're really like that complicated for 18 plus. I looked at some of the instructions and they really aren't that difficult. It's really just brick building. But I think that it's still cool that there's that option now for doing that.
Yeah.
And I heard about the mosaic sets too that are going to be coming out. So they're supposed to be 18 plus. There's like a Marilyn Monroe, Andy Warhol, Iron Man, all these different things that I've heard about. So I'm excited about those as well.
Yeah. Lego mosaics aren't, I guess, my favorite thing, but the Iron Man one, I'm excited to see. The Marilyn Monroe one, I'm very, like surprised they're doing actually. So
Yeah.
uh,
I'm or hold on, I think I got it wrong. I think it's the Marilyn Monroe one is like an Andy Warhol painting. So you have like the different colors.
the colored one.
Yeah. So it's like
That
it's
makes
the
sense.
Andy Warhol style, but it's Marilyn Monroe. So that's what that one is. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm surprised that we're even getting mosaics again. I don't think the mosaics from a while ago even did that well. But
No, I don't think they did.
I
So
don't know. I think the Iron
it's
Man
weird.
one will get a lot of sales for sure. He's a very popular character, so that ought to
Yeah.
do well. But um, but yeah. So that kind of leads us into Marvel sets. What do you think of the summer Marvel sets?
Oh, the helicarrier and um, which other ones? I'm not sure if
Yeah,
that was the one too.
the box with propellers and
The heli.
the what else even is there of Marvel these
Yeah.
days?
I'm trying to. I don't know if that's being any others. So.
It's yeah, I'm not too impressed with the Marvel stuff I've seen so far. Not too impressed.
Yeah, I'd say in-game was the best that I've seen in a while. I do like the helicarrier. I wish it was a more miniature scale of the one from the, I believe, 2014, 2015, the
Yeah,
D2C one. I
yeah.
wish it was that because that's from the MCU. The one that we're getting is more based off comics, the dark blue one. So I wish that was MCU, but it's still a pretty good set, and I don't know, I might pick it up.
I think it's a good set. I'm gonna have to see the interior to really know if it's worth it. I think
Um,
on surface level or as a build, it's probably good. But the one thing that I find that really bugs me, let me look up a picture. I've got my computer in front of me. Lego 2020 carrier. There are a few little small things on it that really take me out of it as far as the set looks. It's it doesn't really have much curvature, does it? It's very much
it's
square. So it's I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's nice that we're getting one. But I think that it needs to like the bottom is literally complete. It doesn't have a curved bottom or anything. Cuz isn't the helicarrier supposed to be a boat?
Yeah, I did not notice it didn't have a curved bottom because it is supposed to be about.
Yeah,
Um,
it's completely squared off, flat bottom with no
I
curves.
see that, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a boat. It just looks like an aerial vehicle. I don't know if it's based off some different lore or something other than like
I know,
what it
kind of-
is, but it doesn't look like an aircraft carrier at all, and that's what it's supposed to look like.
It's not. I don't know. It's kind of messy.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie,
but it is a
I
play
still
set.
like it.
It is a play set. I'll give it that.
Were there any other Marvel sets that are coming out and I just somehow missed them or
I think
forgot about them?
there's that Junior's Avengers Tower too, but that's kind of out of the question.
Yeah. Oh, I heard there was gonna be a D2C Adventures Tower. Did not happen.
Oh, I heard that as well. I just don't think pictures are out yet for that.
Okay,
But
if that's good, I'd absolutely love that set. I would definitely have that.
yeah, let's see what else was there. There was the Spider-Man set, the one with the dinosaur.
I'm trying to remember that one.
It comes with the Spider Ham, I think is his name.
Oh yeah, Spider-Ham. That's a good set.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
it sounds so weird saying out loud the Spider-Man with a dinosaur in it, but
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were talking about for a second there.
yeah, it's interesting because it seems like the Lego designers they have these short time fetishes for different things when they build Lego sets. Like in City right now, it's drones. In Spider-Man, it's Venom. Everything is Venom related these days. We've had so many Venoms.
I don't know.
But,
Ninjago was back for a while, I think.
oh my gosh, yes. But yeah, I think that the Spider Ham set is good, but I think it's $70 too. I usually don't get Marvel or Star Wars sets anymore.
I just want it because Spider Ham.
Yeah.
Spider Verse. I love that movie. So.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason why I'd want to get it.
I think Spider-Verse was pretty good. I'm surprised they didn't come out with, or they haven't come out with a set that's 100% based on it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they haven't done that. Hopefully they will because of Into the Spider-Verse 2. I know that movie was delayed, but still, I'm really hoping, crossing my fingers, that they make Into the Spider-Verse set because, I don't know, the art style from the show, or not show, movie,
Yeah.
is just so unique. And
Oh man, yes.
seeing it in Lego would be, if they could do a somewhat good job at it, like, it would be pretty cool to see. So.
Yeah. I think that they should. I mean, if they ever do make one, which I'm sure for the second one, maybe for the first one they were skeptical on how well it would do, and they didn't make sets for it. But for the second one, I'm sure that, considering they're making like the characters that were in it, like I'm sure it's no coincidence that in this past year they've come out with a Spider Noir and a Spider Ham in sets.
Wait, they come out with Spider Noir?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
It was in the
Did they also make a Spider Girl too?
I think so. The Spider Girl came in a set from like a year ago, and then there was one I think released like the first of this year. It was like a red Spider-Man jet, and it had a Venom mech in it,
Yeah.
and it came with Spider Noir. So I don't think it's any coincidence that here this may be a picture of the inside of the new helicarrier. Is it? No, it's not.
It doesn't look. Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's the old one. Let's see if it's on the back of the box. I didn't even try that. But yeah, from what I've seen, I mean, I think that they could make a really good set based off the figures they've made. I think if they just stick with the regular style too of minifigures, I think they could come up with some really creative ideas for sets. But because the Spider Noir and the Spider Ham, they look pretty good as far as minifigures go.
I don't think we've gotten Miles from like specifically into Spider-Verse Miles, but I know we have gotten some other versions of him, I believe, in other sets in the last year or two. So I really want to see that, and then the set that I'd like to see would just be like a cityscape with like Spider-Man and just the color palette that they use in the movie somehow translating to Lego.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I think that I think color palette choice is a really important thing in a Lego set, especially with this upside down set right here, because I imagine it was extremely difficult to translate the colors from one side of the house to the other. But when you do it right, when you use colors right in a Lego model, I think that it makes things look really great. Like, you use colors in a way you wouldn't expect to, and it makes for a really great build sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. I think the main thing with the sand blue for the walls, like switching light gray to sand blue, that was definitely the smart thing to do.
Yeah, that was the main thing I was even referencing right there. It's funny that it's the first thing we both thought of. But I think that's a really defining feature for the design.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But I think it's great. And, but yeah. Let's see, were there any other Marvel sets? There's supposed to be the Iron Man bust, too. Isn't there?
The Iron Man bust.
Yeah.
Oh, the bust. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty good. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I hope they do Spider-Man one or Captain America. Actually, I don't know about Captain America because like you have to have some of his face showing, so I'm not sure how well that would work.
Yeah.
Spider-Man would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure that this is kind of, I'm sure it's going to be like the Star Wars ones, like the same base design and same concept for making a helmet. And I'm sure if the Iron Man one does well, they'd be more than happy to make more Marvel or DC ones even. You know how Lego likes their money. So they'd be sure to do more if it does well.
Well, I'll be there to get a Spider-Man one, and I don't know, who knows, I don't know, I just want it, I just want one of them to put on my shelf. I think it's probably going to be Boba Fett, because it's Boba Fett, so
Yeah.
I put that on my shelf. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about those Star Wars busts, and I was like, I think the Boba Fett one, like, he's the most iconic character. He's the one I probably like the most. But I think that the build is the most basic, and I was really looking to get the most interesting build. I think the TIE Fighter one is the best build, but then it's a TIE Fighter pilot. So it has, like,
exactly.
no iconicity to it. So I'm probably going to get the Stormtrooper if I get any of them, because it has a challenging build, and it looks really good. But we'll just have to see.
Or Boba Fett for me, definitely. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. If I get the Slave one, what was the 20th anniversary Slave one, I'll definitely be getting Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Because then I can have a Boba Fett display.
Yeah, I heard, I think I saw it. It might have been an M&R Productions video. He was, I think, one of the first people out that had a helmet review, and I really wanted to see it. And he showed I think he showed the helmet next to the Slave ones to show what a display looked like. But yeah, I usually wait for Zbricks review on a set before I go out and purchase it, because he's like my most credible source of Lego information. He does a really good job of reviews.
Yeah, Jang's the best.
Yeah, he's the godfather of Lego YouTubers. None of us would be here without Jang. So
Jang's the status quo of Lego reviews stuff, background.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all need to go check out Zbricks, by the way. If y'all have not heard of Zbricks, you are living under a rock or a bridge or something.
You're living underneath a big ugly rock piece.
Yeah, a burp. But yeah. So, let's see. What other new sets were revealed? There was Marvel, there was... What about DC? What about those? The Bat Motorhome set, or whatever it is.
They're pretty good. As DC sets go, they're pretty... I don't know. I probably won't be getting them, but...
Key phrase, as DC sets go. The status quo isn't very high for a DC set.
Don't get me wrong, I love Batman, but I love to see some other DC themes. More Wonder Woman, actually. I really, really wanted to see part of the mall from the 1984 Wonder Woman movie. I don't know if you following that at all, but...
Yeah, I've seen the trailers and stuff.
I'd like to see that, but just the Batman sets are pretty cool. The Wonder Woman set, the satellite, I believe, it looks pretty cool. I think I might try to pick that up, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that I've noticed the DC sets, specifically the ones where it's like you see they come out with a lot of sets, like a lot of Batman sets every year. A lot of, even Aquaman sets are kind of common now. And it's just all these, it's like they're just throwing them at us and stuff. But I've noticed that the one-off sets, where they come out with a movie and they make one set for that movie, I found that those sets are increasingly getting better and better over the years. And I think that those are the sets to pick up. I'm looking at a picture of the Black Widow helicopter right now. And while it's a helicopter and Lego loves their helicopters, it's still a good set. I won't get it, but I still think it's good. I think that the movie sets are typically the best sets. I usually pass on everything else. But
yeah, same. That's how it is with, I guess, Marvel for me too. If it isn't based on the movie, then I definitely won't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Lego group is kind of scared to step out of their comfort zone with DC and Marvel sets. I've seen them do better with Marvel, but with DC, it's like they're throwing the same stuff at us every year. A
Yeah,
big
I think it's they have more
Batmobile
faith in
vehicle. Yeah, they
yeah.
just the way I see it is they know kids will get it. They know kids' parents will buy it for them. So as long as they're selling it, they don't care. And that's sad,
Yeah.
but I think it's true. So,
I do hope they branch out more with DC especially.
yeah.
Like
I think that
do
they could
more.
have a lot of great potential. Based on that Wonder Woman set, the level of detail on that is incredible.
It's
Now,
fantastic, yeah.
the Max Lord figure, I could do without Ant-Man, Spider-Man face, the A-Wing pilot face. I could deal without that face. But I think that that build looks really good, and
It
the two
is.
other figures are really good. So I have hope
I
for
was
DC
hoping,
sets.
yes, I was hoping that we get a normal Wonder Woman, just like the normal miniature, because I missed the one from when did the last Wonder Woman movie come out?
Ooh, that was before
20,
Justice League. That was a while ago. Maybe
2015?
20. That sounds right.
2017.
I don't know.
I think it was like 2016, 2017. I
2016.
missed that. I
Yeah,
should have gotten that. But I hope they just have a basic movie Wonder Woman figure in that set.
yeah. I think that that set was pretty good too. I like the buildable Lego figures.
Yeah, the new one that we see with from Harry Potter,
Yeah, Grop.
Grog Haggard's stepbrother. That is our half brother.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
yeah. I think
But
that
I
they've
don't
come
have
out
one
with some
that.
really good designs for those. Was Giant Man the first one?
What do you think about that?
Because I think he came in
Winter
the
Soldier came
airport
out.
battle for Civil War.
Yeah, Winter Soldier came out 2017, and I think that I believe Giant Man was the first.
Yeah, I think they've made Giant Man. They've made Ares from Wonder Woman. They made the. I have the Ninjago one, the one with four arms, the
I
big
forgot
samurai.
about that.
They have
Yeah,
him.
that was all.
Yeah, the legacy guy. And I think that Grop is the fourth one. I could be wrong,
I'm
but
trying to think of any others. I think you're right about that, though.
yeah, I feel like there's one
Grog's
more,
gonna be the first one to get that.
but yeah, I think that those are really great, and I want to see more stuff like that from Lego. Like maybe not like in the context of a licensed set. Maybe like just Lego being creative with their maybe even their Creator 3-in-1 theme, but to see more like Lego sets that quote unquote break the fourth wall in terms of their design like that. I think that would be interesting to see.
I mean, like just having a Lego minifigure built that way, like a giant Lego minifigure.
Yeah.
Sort of what they did with the weird wooden one from last year, but
Oh
instead
yeah.
of being wood
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, the one with the
Actually,
yellow hands that just doesn't fit with the theme at all.
that was $120.
$120. Yep.
Yeah, I'd like that if it was just not that, not wood, but something like that. $30, $30. Big Lego minifigure. I don't know what they do for a design, but I don't know. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I think that's about all the time we have for tonight. But I just want to say thank you to you for being on the show again. It's been great having you, and it's been a lot of fun talking. So,
Yeah.
so let's see. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to tune in next time for the next episode in season 2 of the Zbricks Show. Go check out Avohkii's awesome YouTube channel and his Instagram, his social media. I'll link them all down below in the description. And go check out his awesome Lego content in the meantime while you wait for the next episode. And I guess have a great day. Have a wonderful week. And I'll see you all next time. Zbricks out.